I forgot my microphone. I'm recording it from a cafe using my headphones. And this is actually going to be a good episode because I'm going to be expanding on a video that I made a few days ago that's been doing really well and people are asking for a part 2. It's the 5 silent killers of startups that no one dares to admit. These are 5 mistakes that everyone makes that I have made a million times myself and that I am going to continue to make. I'm going to continue to make these silly mistakes. Everyone's made them. You've probably made them. But hopefully by hearing them, you won't make them as many times. And hopefully for me, by reading them, I won't make them as many times. So number 1 is the expert's curse. This is what it is. Being an industry expert becomes the biggest liability. You solve yesterday's problems. You know too much to see new patterns. So being an industry expert, you become super familiar with something. And you are talking about it in an advanced way that people can't even relate to, or you are doing things in the way that everyone says things should be done, but actually there's a way more efficient route to your goal, and it's not doing things in the really advanced way. Or you're trying to take problems that nobody cares about anymore, that the industry that you're in might be super, super, super niche, but really not valuable to a lot of people. You're an expert and you see things as an expert, which is very useful in many regards, but in others, not helpful at all. So an example to me that comes to mind is how I think a lot of teachers who are too good at something, when they teach it or try to do marketing for it or whatever it is, they talk about it in these advanced ways, super advanced ways that's hard for other people to relate to. And so you actually have to dumb yourself down. I found, for example, when I talk about SEO, my videos that do best, they're videos where I'm talking about basics of search engine optimization. Connect to Google Search Console, look for keywords that you're already ranking for, put your keywords in these 5 places, rather than the super advanced stuff. Here's how to do information architecture. You want a mix of the advanced stuff and the new stuff, and you want to see things from fresh eyes as much as you can. You want to ask, I'm always also asking people who are way less familiar with something for advice or their thoughts so I can see things through their eyes. That's really useful. But ultimately, if you are an expert, you want to have a mix of that expert stuff and the novice stuff. You want to see things through fresh eyes when you can. And if looking through fresh eyes isn't helpful, then you switch to your expert eyes. Number 2, the 90-day death clock. Days 1 through 30, vision leads. Days 31 through 60, you need validation. Day 90 plus, still no validation, you're already dead. You don't die when money runs out. You died 3 months ago. A lot of people were confused by this one. This is what it means. So days 1 through 30, you have this vision, and the vision is fueling you. You're getting things done really fast. You're working really hard. And then basically from days 31 to 90, you need validations. 31 through 60, you need validation. And then if it's 90 plus days without validation, it's time to pivot. It's time to switch to something else. If you've done marketing really hard and you haven't found validation, it's time to switch to something else now. Actually, and this says you don't die when money runs out, you died 3 months ago. This one is why I created what's on my shirt, Compact Keywords. Thank you to the customer of Compact Keywords who made this shirt for me. I didn't end up using 99 Designs or Fiverr. Literally, a customer of Compact Keywords reached out and said, those designs on 99 Designs suck. I'm going to make you something better. And he made this. And he's been a designer for 20 years. I'm really excited to wear this. The reason I made Compact Keywords is because you probably made your startup because you think people need it, or you made whatever you made your company, your brand, because you believe that it is solving a problem for people. The thing is, searching for validation in a lot of conventional ways, it could be hard to find them. You're probably posting on general forums or general places, or even if you're posting to niche places and you're posting your niche, your product in your niche to these niche places, like it's being sent to a niche journalist, for example, even if you're doing that, the people who need it might not see it. The thing that Compact Keywords does is it targets directly the people who need your brand, who need your product, who need your service, whatever it is. These people, they need something and they'll just go to Google. They'll search it. They'll go to Bing. They'll search it. They'll ask ChatGPT. They'll search it. And Compact Keywords works on all of these. It works for AI. It's made for Google, but it works for AI. It works for video. They might go to TikTok. They might go to Instagram. They might go to YouTube. And so you can build a funnel just targeting these people. That's what Compact Keywords is. Now, if you're doing conventional marketing and you're running ads, or you're posting to these general places that I just described, and you're not getting validation, and you're not doing Compact Keywords, then yeah, it's time to pivot and find something that can catch fire more quickly. The other thing that I want to say, and I talked about this on a previous episode, is like with compact keywords, you make these bottom of funnel SEO landing pages, these SEO landing pages that target people who need what you want. And even if the landing page doesn't address directly what they want, because sometimes it doesn't, you make it to the best of your ability. It's like 415 words to target what these people want. They will literally tell you what they want. And then with enough of these pages, you will literally hear patterns from people. I want this, I want this, I want this. And lots of people will say the same thing. And you can build that into your brand. It's really cool. Number 3, reality distortion debt. Every assumption equals debt. Every we know better equals interest. Every delayed user test equals compound interest. Most startups are bankrupt before they're broke. I fall into this one so often. This is similar to the expert's curse too, but every assumption equals debt. People assume way too much instead of test. Every we know better equals interest. I think I know better so many times, and it's so detrimental. And this like being an industry expert. Well, I'm an industry expert. I'm a marketing expert. I know better, but there's plenty of times when I don't. Nobody is perfect. I think the best people are able to admit their weaknesses. Every delayed user test equals compound interest. Test, test, test. What's the saying? The saying is test early and test often. Most startups are bankrupt before they're broke. They're making these mistakes a billion times. They rack up that debt. They go bankrupt. Number 4, the competence trap. More competence equals more procrastination. Building becomes an escape from selling. Oh, that one hit. That one hit to a lot of people. A lot of people who watched the video. That one hit me too. You're perfecting code instead of getting feedback. This is death by beautiful products that nobody wants. I think even if you're not a programmer or you're not making a software product, this is still very relatable. You're very competent. And so you're just gonna focus on making the perfect thing. And you just build instead of testing and instead of selling, instead of getting feedback right away. You're perfecting your product instead of even finding out if people want your product or how you should sell your product, or maybe they want your product in a different way. This is death by beautiful products that nobody wants. Number 5, time perception disorder. Soon equals never. We've all done this. Soon equals never. You'll say, I'm going to do it soon, and you don't do it. Perfect timing equals fear. You want to have the perfect timing to do something. It's never going to be perfect. The market is not ready equals we're not ready. But the thing is, the market is always ready. You just got to go for it. And then while you wait, the market moves on. Test early, test often. The hard truth. Startups don't fail when you run out of money. They fail when you choose comfort over truth, planning over testing, knowing over learning. Comfort over truth. No, you choose truth. Planning over testing. Test early, test often. Knowing over learning. Learn as much as you can, as fast as you can. This is episode 574 of my daily digital marketing podcast, The Edward Show. 574 days in a row doing this podcast. Normally I record from quieter places, but I'm recording this one from a busy cafe because I got a busy day and I have a nice Americano. It is 10 a.m. It's a great day so far. So I hope you're having a great day too. If you haven't listened to yesterday's episode, 573 of this show, that episode will give you so much value. This guy comes on, this guy Josh, and he talks about the funnel that he's built over 3 years. He's earned $600K from IG and TikTok so far. And he talks about the funnel that he's developed over 3 years, where when he started, he didn't really know much about marketing. And now he has a decent funnel in that's converting people, and he's growing and growing and growing. And he shares a lot of stuff. And if you're starting on Instagram and TikTok and you want to build a funnel and know what type of funnel to build, he literally shares the copy that he uses, his call to actions, his hooks. He shares his revenue streams and profits. He's super candid, shares everything. And so that was a really good episode. I hope you'll listen to that if you have a chance. And thank you for listening to this one, 574 days down. I will talk to you all again tomorrow. Bye now.